Hello, friends, Romans, and countrymen. Who said that? Do you remember who said that? Whoever put down in the comment section if where that phrase come from. Hello, friends, Romans, and countrymen. You have to be old to know who said that. But anyway, here we are with another in the series. I've lost count of what number we're on. I just pick a number and stick it up there. We're something like 68. But and we're always learning a new and different Zentangle. Most of the Zentangles that I have found that I get out of this here book, the Great Zentangle Book, and I did put a link right to this book under the video. I always put that link now because so many have asked me, where do you get that book? And so this is the book, and there's a link, and it's at Amazon and all that stuff. But anyway, I love this book. But today we're going to do Brayd, B-R-A-Y-D. Michelle Bouchamp made that one. She's from Australia. Brayd, B-R-A-Y-D. And it kind of looks like a braid, B-R-A-I-D, when it's finished, if you can see. It is, I love it. I think it is beautiful. And so now when I make this one, I start with, excuse me, my arm itches. Let's rub it. Okay, now I gotta put lotion. I'm gonna dry skin. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, you can, I take my pencil because this pencil is gonna be covered up, but then I'm gonna make like a little backwards J. And you know what? I really should have went the other way. This isn't a backwards J. I'm going to go up that far. Okay, it's a regular J. So you can do a backwards J or a regular J. Mine is like, you can't see it. There it is, see? Okay, but that's just, and then that's all I need the pencil for. Just to give me an idea where that's going to go. Now I'm going to use my micron pen. And this is what we do. This is very simple to do, but it's really neat. It makes a really neat like an edge here on this here image. They use it like an edge here. That's what's nice about this book. It not only gives you the tangle, but it also gives you variations of what you can do with the tangle and to get different ideas. Different ideas there. Let me scoot you up. I'm going to scoot your chairs up a little bit closer. Hang on. Kaplunk, kaplunk. Did I turn off that? Oh, yeah, I did turn off the autofocus, so that's good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we start with just a line diagonally, like this way. 2 lines diagonally in there, in your middle of your, in between the 2 pencil lines that you made. And then you're going to go from that one, go kind of to the middle of it and go 2 diagonal lines that way. Go to that pencil line. And then we're going to do that all the way down. So do you see how it almost makes like a zigzag thing? Can you see that? Can you see it? Geez, I don't know if I should. Okay, and then you just keep going down the whole line of your J or backwards J or whatever, and using that pencil line as your stop. And we're going to just continue, and we're still going, and we're still going as we go around. And see, I got it fatter at the top, and it kind of is skinnier down here, which is not necessarily necessary, but it's just what I did. And then I've got those little lines, kind of like ribbons that's going to be wrapped around the braid. Okay? Now I have that part done. So then the only next thing you do, I'm telling you, this is like amazing, is you're going to start making lines. And they're going to be going whatever direction. I mean, when you start getting down here, get them curved, your lines will curve up. And so, and just keep putting the lines. And then the way we do the sparkle in the line is to pick your pen up and then put it back down and leave that little spot that is not got any color. And then that's like a little sparkle. And so, and having the little sparkles in there, I think that gives it a lot of character. And then when you're to the edge, kind of go out a little bit, kind of puff it out a little bit. And then you can let one of the strings, see, so it's kind of puffed out a little bit, and then I left one of the strings out here and just put a dot on the end of it. Isn't that pretty? And then do the next section. Make sure your lines are going in the same direction. You just keep them going down. So it kind of looks like almost like a braid in your hair. And it's beautiful. I love this. And this is a real fun one to add other tangles to it. And then puff them out a little bit at the end. And you don't have to put these extra ones sticking out. But see, here you can see now, see where it almost sparkles, where you pick up the pen and then keep going. It like leaves a sparkle. And then you just continue to all filling in all of those little spots. And see how it is already beginning to look like 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 your hair, like a long strand of hair, like a long ponytail, and you just put wrapped ribbon around it. I usually start from the inside and work to the outside of each space. And keep going just like that. I just finished another video. I love mornings. I love early mornings, and so I just finished another little video where I made I glued a tree. I made a tree. So y'all watch that one too, if you want to. If you won't to. It's really a very goofy thing, but I was just feeling like gluing something, so I glued. Then I said, well, now I should go in there and make a pot of coffee, but I didn't. Instead, started, I needed to do a Zentangle because I'm addicted to Zentangles. And so, and Zentangle style art. It's just, I just, I think I've got a pen in my hand most of the day, something in my hand. I've got to create stuff. I just got to keep doing it. Just keep going with stuff. It's just in my blood. It's in my blood. My mother, though, she was a crafter too. She liked to do crafts. She did a lot, but she did mostly like crocheting was, I think, her favorite. And she sewed a lot. She did a lot of sewing and crocheting, and she did beautiful jobs crocheting. But then she did a lot of just crafty things. I remember one time when she was making fish out of soap. Bars of Dove soap. So you'd have that shape of the Dove soap. And but then she would wrap it with tulle or netting to where it would be wrapped, but then it would the tail of the fish would be where where that tulle was tied at the end, would make the fish's tail. And her fish had legs on them, which the legs were like hat pins, you know. And then the hat pins had beads on them. And so that they could stand up. And then she had sequins that were put on with common pins, with just a common pin or a straight pin. That's what we called them back then. And so then, so then on the sides of the fish, they were like, she would make the fins out of sequins and the common pins to hold them on. And then she had little pretty little eyes on them. And oh, and then the fin on the top too was just the straight pins, like the hat pins with beads on them, and put them in like on a slant backwards. And then that was the fin on the top. And they were really, really pretty. People would just put them in their bathroom, you know, as something pretty to decorate your bathroom. She did them. I remember her doing a lot of those. And so she was a crafter. And so I don't know if any of my siblings got into doing any craftings. My sister, I think she did a little bit. I haven't seen her in a while, so I don't know what she does now. And I think my brother, yeah, well, there was a bunch of us kids. I don't even remember how many brothers and sisters. No, I know I only had one sister and 4 brothers. Well, my oldest brother, he was always into model cars. And he once had a YouTube channel that he showed his model cars. I don't know if he still does. He got mad at me one time. He's mad. He's mad. I'm not political as he is. We had differences in politics way back about 10 years ago, and so, yeah. Now, you know what? I should have, I didn't do that right. You know, I wasn't even thinking. I got I started putting my lines in the wrong direction. But that's okay that I did that. Nobody will notice. No, you're going to be the only one that notices because I told you. And if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't even know. So now I'm going to go here, as you can see, and I'm just making all my hairs stick out. Making just a bunch of hair sticking out. And when I did that, I kind of was careful as to press with your pen and lift it. Press and lift, press and lift. And then that way, the end of your string, your hair is just very whimsy and wispy. And then I'm going onto my little ends that I can see here, and I'm going to put just a little dot on the end because it's just the way it was on the book, and I thought it looks pretty cool, so I did that same thing right there on that one. And so this now is, I'm going to erase that little piece of pencil line there. There you go, see? And that's it. That is what we call the braid. B-R. B-R-A-Y-D, braid. And that's what this is. It kind of looks like a braid. And then you can do anything. You can start adding stuff to it. You can just, um, um, let me see. I wonder if, let's see. I love to have this book just right here. What could I put? Let me see. Let me just look at this and see what maybe think so I can do. Let me see what I think so or what I can do. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. I'm turning pages, turning pages, turning pages, turning pages. I'm looking for something quick. Just looking for something quick. Um, yeah, I'm looking for something quick. Oh, let's do one of these Goldilocks. Goldilocks. I'm gonna put a Goldilocks right here, which is just a. This is fun too. A Goldilocks is very simple. Goldilocks is simple. Just a. Let's make a S. Here we made a J. Here we make a S. But then we're gonna go back and try. Oh, and then go back, and then go back, and go back. I'm not lifting my pen. I'm just. Let's see. I want to go that far. I'm gonna go on the inside now. Go back. My lines are getting really skinny. I mean goofy. But see now. But then look. See some of my lines now. I got too much space in there, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put some circles in those wide spaces. On some of them, in just here and there and everywhere. See, this is where I'm switching that one around already. And then maybe I'll put some circles up here in this one too. See, now this is like a simple one that it doesn't take any thought. And if you do it wrong, then it's right because it's then yours. Now, see, and so then maybe I'll put some circles over here too. And maybe here I'll put some just X's. X's and O's, hugs and kisses. But I did that because I wanted to do this. Because I want to go from my braid, excuse me. I want to go and oh hi. Are you already back?
Yeah,
That says, are you gonna go back to bed now?
I'm going home. I don't know about that, but you know.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. My daughter just brought my granddaughter to work. Okay, so there, I make this line here, and then I'm gonna make this line here. See, there, I did them lines, and then I'm gonna make me some more lines. I'm just gonna go down here, and I'm connecting these two tangles together with these lines. And I did the same kind of thing, I think, yesterday. Because I want to kind of let you all know how I um, connect things together somehow with different tangles. Now this one is called the Goldilocks. This is Goldilocks, my version of Goldilocks. See if you look at this here. Wait a minute, right there. That's kind of how it's supposed to look. Yeah, mine's different. And so, but see, I can add stuff to this too. I can put circles at each of these. But anyway, now we're up here. Um, and so here I'm just going and I'm making these little, I'm putting lines in this way now to make it look more like a checkerboard, sort of. This one is called Floors, Florz, I think is how it's spelled. But look at there, it almost looks like a spider web that just attached this one to this one. And so then I'm going to go in here, and every intersection, I'm going to make like a diamond. Every place where they cross or meet. And I think this is so pretty. And then on the edge, you know, see, then you just go to the edge. And understand that I am not a certified, if you watch the videos on YouTube of a lot of the tanglers that I have watched are certified Zentangle teachers, CZT. They have taken the class, they went to Boston, and they've paid the big money, and they've taken a class. And so that is where you will get the exact, you're being taught. This is just, I'm not a teacher, I'm not certified in anything except taking naps. And so I am not teaching you, I'm just showing you what I learned. And I call mine Zentangle inspired art because that is more what mine is Zentangle inspired. So I learned the Zentangles, I learned them, and then I show you what I've learned, and then it inspires me to go even further. So I like to color mine, I like to do a lot of different things with my Zentangles. So it's then Zentangle inspired art, which is a ZIA. And if you Google ZIAs, you will find others that do Zentangle inspired art as well. And so it's nothing I made up. It's real and it's true. It's real, just like my unicorns are real. Some people don't believe that they're real, but I have real imaginaries. I have my imaginary unicorns are real imaginary unicorns. Yes, I take good care of my unicorns, my real imaginary unicorns. So, yeah, and you can believe it if you want to. You can think I'm going nuts. I don't know. Can't go somewhere where you've done gone there. Been there, done that. They sent me back. But anyway, trying to think about what I need to do today. I need to do something domestic so I don't feel like I'm just a. And the poor hubster, he's been doing all the laundry, washing dishes. Well, I did cook yesterday, so I made some very good. Oh man, I had a roast pork, but I cooked it with cranberries. Oh my gosh, was that good? That might be. I might have some of that for breakfast. I don't know. In our house, we don't know the difference between breakfast, lunch, and supper. So we sometimes have breakfast for supper and lunch for breakfast. And you just never know what we're going to eat or at what time we're going to eat. So there. Now look at that. I just connected this. I really want some more circles in this though. This is not finished. I like having them circles. I just like circles. Or in Zentangle, we call them orbs. I just love orbs. And so, and so, and I think I should finish, like, if I put a little colored in, puddled in, See, that's what we call in Zentangle too, is we puddle things. So if you're putting a, see, so if you find something that you're doing and then you say, oh man, it's just, I don't like it or something, then add something to it. Keep adding until you like it. See there? That's beautiful. Okay, that's my tangle of the day, is mainly the braid. Brayd, braid. And then, reach in here and get my book. Believe. I do believe I'm going to read to you something. Oh, here, let's see. Believe there's light at the end of the tunnel. Because there is light at the end of the tunnel. That sometimes the tunnel's a bit long, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Hope begins in the dark. The stubborn hope that if you just show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. You wait and watch and work, and you don't give up. That's it. You do not give up. That's right. Anne Lamott said that. And Anne Lamott is she spells her name with E. That's good. Anne with E. Um, that is very true. Believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. Hope begins in the dark. The stubborn hope that if you just show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. You wait and watch and work, and you don't give up. And so that's our believe quote of the day, of the moment. Who knows? I might make 82 more videos today, and then we'll have more quotes. But ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. And keep on doodling because it's fun. Doodling is fun. God bless.